Proverbs 12 reflects on how wisdom shows in our words, our work ethic, our honesty, and even our response to correction. Again, this chapter contrasts the wise and the foolish, not in theory, but in behavior. Proverbs 12 teaches us that wisdom is not just what you know, it is how you live. Here are 5 principles to live your life with wisdom. Number 1, loving instruction versus rejecting correction. The chapter opens boldly. Whoever loves instruction loves knowledge, but he who hates correction is stupid. That is strong language, and it is intentional. Proverbs 12 tells us that wisdom begins with teachability. The wise person welcomes correction because they understand it leads to growth. The foolish person resists instruction and stays stuck. Wisdom is not prideful, it is humble, open, and willing to learn. Number 2, the power of words. A major theme in Proverbs 12 is speech. Our words can heal or harm, build or destroy. Verse 18 says, "Reckless words pierce like a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Wisdom is not silent, but it is careful." Proverbs 12 reminds us that truth lasts forever, while lies fade quickly. Wise people speak with integrity, restraint, and purpose, knowing that words leave a lasting imprint. Number 3, righteous living in God's favor. Proverbs 12 contrasts the righteous and the wicked. It tells us that goodness brings stability, while evil eventually collapses. The righteous are described as secure, rooted, and favored by the Lord. Wisdom is not just moral behavior, it is alignment with God's ways. Proverbs 12 makes it clear that character shapes destiny. Number 4, diligence versus laziness. Another strong contrast in this chapter is work ethic. The diligent are rewarded, while the lazy live with lack. Proverbs 12 shows that wisdom values effort, faithfulness, and responsibility. Hard work is not about striving for status, it is about stewardship. Wisdom shows up in consistency, not shortcuts. Number 5, wisdom in relationships and daily life. The chapter also speaks to relationships. Wise people seek counsel, listen before reacting, and handle conflict with patience. Fools rush to display their anger. Proverbs 12 teaches us that wisdom often looks like restraint. Not every thought needs to be spoken. Not every offense needs a reaction. To conclude this chapter, Proverbs 12 invites us to examine our lives. How do we respond to correction? How do we speak? How do we work? Wisdom is not abstract. It is practical, visible, and daily. When we choose wisdom, we choose a life that reflects God's truth in ordinary moments. Lord, shape our hearts with your wisdom, discipline our words and actions, and lead us to walk in righteousness that reflects your truth and brings you honor. Amen. Join us daily for the Tabernacle of Jesus Christ 40 Days of Wisdom Fast. See you tomorrow for Proverbs chapter 13. I love you all with the love of Jesus Christ. Blessings.